The fast card you have your past is the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. This is a beautiful card, obviously. So I actually think this is about a promise. I don't think you actually had come into this super positive state at this time yet. But I think at this time you knew. It was like you knew this happiness was going to come into your life. It was right in front of you. And yet this is about a literal promise. I think someone's going to promise something to you if you're in a relationship. That's what I'm seeing there. I am seeing that very clearly. Now, at this time, you were right on the edge of something. And maybe you still are, because I think this is carrying on into the now. I'm feeling this immediately right now. So if you look at the couple on this card, they're on the outside of the scene and they're looking into the scene. So they know it's all there. They know it's all laid out in front of them. They're welcoming what's coming to them. They have their arms open. They're saying, yes, I'm ready for this. I'm waiting. I want this to happen. I know it's just there. Now, it is just there. It's in front of you. It's about to happen. I think you manifested this thing. You manifested this fantastic, positive thing that's coming to you. Obviously, this is about a relationship. You're probably picturing this in your mind and thinking about this. And it wasn't that you were deliberately wanting this either, or desperately, desperately wanting this. Yes, it was deliberate. You wanted it, but you weren't desperate about it. And I think even before this relationship started, you pictured your future in your mind. Not 24 hours a day. Again, you weren't kind of crazy about this. It was just every now and again it come into your mind and you'd say to yourself, yeah, that's one day things are going to be like this. I've got this picture in my mind. One day I'll have this. And now, at this time, you could finally see it right in front of you. You were right on the edge of this, and you are now. And, with all manifestations, I think you know about them. You've manifested this, so you know this. You know not to push them. You do have to do things with manifestations, but you don't push things too far out of desperation. If you do that, things kind of fall over the edge of the cliff and that's it. You don't want to push it too far. It's a bit like, when you make a cake, you put it in the oven, you shut the door, whatever. I was going to say lid. You shut the door, and then you don't open the door before it's time because it will sink. That's what manifestations are like. You don't push it too far. You don't keep going, oh, have I got it yet? Have I got it yet? No. And you know that. That's what you've done here. And that's why you're here. That's why you're on the edge of this success. You knew where the balance was with this manifestation. So yeah, I really, really, really hope this is resonating with you, because this promise that I'm seeing coming to you is a really strong promise. It's a genuine promise. It's not a hollow promise at all. A lot of people promise things when they have no intention of delivering, but this is not like that at all. This is 100% genuine. That's what I'm seeing in this card. It's fantastic. And also, I think you had a very positive reading. I think your last reading was very positive as well. So I think this is following on from that, if this is resonating with you. So the next card you have your past is the Three of Wands. So again, this is the card of waiting, obviously. And again, you knew this was going to come to you. There's no desperation here. There's no stress around this. There's no impatience around this. It's just waiting and it's just knowing. I'm not feeling any negativity around this at all. The other thing I'm seeing is you deserve this. You deserve to have this. You deserve this happiness with this person. You do. I'm not just saying that because I want to kiss you. Don't think I'm doing that so that you press like or whatever. That's not what I'm doing. I'm seeing that in this card and obviously in the Ten of Cups. The reason why you deserve this is that I think in your more distant past, you might have had to do a lot of waiting. This is the card of waiting. So you had to do a lot of waiting in your past. I think maybe you waited and you waited and you waited and you waited for nothing. Or that's what it felt like to you. You might have even wasted a long, long time. Might have even been years that you waited for this other person. You waited and there was nothing at the end of this. And I think it made you question whether what you had with this person was all a lie, whether they were just lying the whole time. Now, I don't think it was a lie. There was some pretending, there was some deception there involved in this, I think. They were definitely stringing you along, this other person, but there was nothing of value there for you. There was no value in that relationship. But look at this card. Look at this. There's value here in this one. This is a golden sea. This is a golden sky. So if this is all resonating with you, this is a very, very valuable, precious connection. This is gold. This is gold. So this person's not making you wait for anything. I don't think they're deliberately doing. There is a wait, but I don't think this person's deliberately doing this. I think there is a wait because I think this is for practical reasons. There's something they need to do, something they need to get out of the way before they can get to this next level with you. Now, I think this probably involves another person. This is the Three of Wands, so there's you and them and there's someone else, and they have to take care of a situation with someone else. Now, there aren't any third parties here. I'm not seeing that at all, so please don't worry about that. This is someone who's close to them. I think they need to clear something up, finish something off with them. It might be something about business. I am seeing money around this. So it might be something that they have to sell part of. Maybe they have a stake in a business or a house with someone. Maybe this is about an inheritance. It's something like that. This needs to be sorted out. This needs their attention. So that's what I'm seeing in that card. So the last card you have your past is the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm seeing this everywhere. This is very straightforward. I don't even have to think about this. I can see exactly what this is all about. There's family in this card, strong foundations, building things up. This person sees a future with you. They want to build a future with you. Now, just be aware of something. This person has good intentions towards you. I'm not seeing any negativity with them. They'd never try to ever do anything that would affect you negatively. I'm not seeing that at all. But I was seeing money in the Three of Wands. I'm seeing it again here, obviously. This is the Ten of Pentacles. So there might be some miscommunication around money, not between you and them, but between them and this other person I'm seeing in the Three of Wands, this thing they have to settle or finish up or whatever. And I think it is a family member. Again, there's family in this card. Now, if you look at the two people in the middle of this card, they're talking to each other sort of briefly, but not properly. It's like, oh, hello, goodbye, whatever. Did you get that? Yeah, okay, don't forget this. And then they walk past and that's it. They go their separate ways. So there's misunderstandings. There's the potential for people to miss things that people are saying, you know, when you whisper and you talk, and also you're in an outdoor place, they're in an outdoor place, in a busy place, so you might not hear what each other is saying. So this is miscommunication, misunderstandings, all of that kind of thing. But I don't think there are going to be problems. I think what this is going to do is it's going to make them take a lot longer in working through this. And I think it's probably going to be a good idea. I think you probably should be happy that this is going to take a long time, actually. I know that sounds strange, but the longer this takes, the less miscommunication there'll be. It's like they'll iron out all the potential communication problems, all the misunderstandings. It's all going to be ironed out because they're going to take their time. So this is really, really good. So try not to be impatient around this if this is resonating, because, you know, I think this is going to be a good thing that this is taking time, because it's going to be sorted out properly. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have your present is the Nine of Cups. So again, contentment, happiness, the wish card. So this is all positivity when it comes to this relationship. So you don't have anything to worry about at all with that. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is a bit of frustration. I'm getting this feeling that you want to push something forward. I think this is probably in your workplace. This is work related. I think you're trying to get something done. You want to get this thing done, but there might be someone stopping you, or maybe they're stopping you from doing your best. They're kind of in the way. There are some distractions around you, and you have this thing you want to do, this work goal. I'm actually seeing someone who's a bit lazy. Maybe they don't pull their weight, and you're having to make up for their laziness in some way. It might be they're messing things up, or maybe they're having to maybe they haven't finished things properly, or they leave things undone and you're having to fix them or do all these things. So it's something like that. And they're not incapable. They are able to do their work, but they're just not. They're lazy. That's what I'm seeing. So, okay, I know this is going to sound silly, but I'm going to tell you how I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this card as a little bit like a bowling alley, and you're going for this goal. You've got these cups, you're lining up all the cups, you're ready to bowl, take them all out, and you can't knock them down because this lazy man's stuck in the way with his arms folded. That's what I'm seeing. So whoever this is, they're also trying to hide their laziness because they're hiding their incompetence, because there's a curtain in this card, behind this man, and we can't see what's behind it. So he's hiding that. So if this is resonating, I really think you should stop covering for them if that's what you're doing, because I'm seeing you picking up the slack a bit. Don't cover for this person if this is resonating. You might not be able to, you might have to. I don't know how this workplace is set up, but let them feel the consequences of their laziness if you can. They need to be responsible for themselves. And, the other thing is you're passionate about your work. I can see that. There's a red feather in this man's hat. And it's a great, big, huge red hat as well. So don't let this person make you lose that passion. Because I think if you come to work every day or whatever, you're covering for this lazy person. You're like, oh, I want to get my work done, but I have to do this and that, and they've messed this up. I have to go back and do corrections or change. Don't stop feeling like that. And I think if you just let them take the consequences of what they're doing, you won't have to feel like that. So the next card you have for your present is Judgment. Yeah, I think with this work situation, even if you don't let them face their consequences, which I think you should, they'll probably have to eventually face them themselves, I think. This card can be about things being exposed and having to face up to things, and judgment's inevitable. This kind of comes from scripture. It comes from, all of that. So it's like judgment's there, death's there, the end of the world. Everyone has to face up to, what they've done. So they're going to have to face up to what they've done. So even if you feel as if there's nothing you can do and you can't do anything, I think the universe is going to step in at some point and they're going to have to face the music. That's what I'm seeing. Literally face the music. Look at this trumpet. The other thing I'm seeing here is that I think this connection in the Ten of Cups, it's way, way more than just a love connection. And you know that. I think you can feel that. I think this person might have shown you a whole new way of thinking. They might have even led you to a whole new lifestyle, a whole new world, something like that. Now, you're not just following them blindly. You have changed a lot since you've met them. And some of this change comes from them, but some of them just comes from you. You've just evolved in that time as well. I'm seeing some people, maybe these are family members, who they're noticing this change in you. They might see this change as something negative. I don't think it is. I think it's fantastic. And I think, we all evolve, we all change. But sometimes when you change a lot from the way you used to be once, or especially from the way you were brought up, if this is family, some people see this as going against them. They see this as an offence toward them. I don't know why. So if you haven't experienced this already, you'll probably have some people asking you questions, asking you why you think this or that, why you've changed, why you don't go back to this again. And, you're not deliberately going against anyone. You're just doing your thing. You're happy for other people to do their thing. And you are going to be in the middle of some difficult conversations, I think. So, just hang in there if this happens, if this resonates. Eventually they'll tone it down. They'll see that you're not budging and that you're happy the way you are, I think. So yeah, the last card you have your present is the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, this is about an independent woman or a strong person. She's happy to stand by herself. She doesn't care what people think. She's just doing her thing. So again, this is about this same situation I'm seeing in the Judgment card. I think there actually might be a little bit of hidden jealousy around some of these family members. Not all of them. You do have some very, very, very good, positive, very good family members. But I keep on getting this feeling of people seeing you moving away from them and becoming more independent in your thinking and just different. So I actually think some of them might secretly like to be a little bit more like you, a bit of an independent thinker, a bit bolder, changing, but they don't feel as if they can change for some reason. So if what I'm seeing is correct here, and you do find yourself having difficult conversations with these people, if you can do this, try to let them see how free they actually are. I hope this makes sense to you, because this is really important. Everyone's free in their own way. I know some people are in, some really terrible situations, and I'm not saying anyone can easily do anything they want. That's not what I'm saying. A lot of people are freer than they think they are, and it starts in the mind. It starts with an idea, and an idea in your mind can change a lot of things. So you know this, I know you do, because you're a manifester. But I think if you can, try to let them see that, because that obviously this is going to be a very positive change for them if they can see that. And also they'll focus less on their jealous feelings and more on their own lives and what they can do to change things for themselves. So try and do that if you do find yourself in these conversations. And I hope that makes sense, because this is changing your life, and it's also changing someone else's outlook to change their life. So I hope that does happen. So the first card you have for your future is the Page of Swords. Right, so, okay, this is a bit crazy. Okay, it's a bit crazy. I'll just tell you what I'm seeing here. So you might be getting a message from someone, and it's a bit strange. I think this is going to be a love message, but it's going to be a love message that's disguised as something else. Yeah, I'm seeing a text message or an email. Yeah, I think it's a text actually, because I'm seeing words, but not a lot of words, so a small number of words. Now, someone's going to send you a message. It's going to be an annoying message. You're not going to like it. It might even sound as if they're starting an argument with you. Now, what's behind all of this is that this person misses you. Now, it sounds so totally bizarre, but they do miss you. And this is probably an ex. And this is really childish, actually. I mean, pages are teenagers, so there's immaturity here. And, maturity has nothing to do with someone's age in years. You can be mature or immature, no matter what your age is. It has no bearing on how mature you are. But this is almost, it sounds as if I'm being really rude. I don't mean to be rude, but it's sort of like, almost like toddler behavior, wanting attention in any way at all. Doesn't matter how they get the attention, they just want it. And this is what's happening. They want your attention. And, if someone asked them, if someone said to this person, oh, do you miss them? Of course, they're going to say, no, I don't miss them. I hate them. I don't miss them at all. But of course they do. I mean, why contact you? If they don't miss you, why would they contact you? If they don't want your attention, why would they contact you? If I have no feelings for someone at all, I'm not going to contact them for any reason at all. Unless they're a work colleague or there's some practical reason. This isn't that. So watch out for this. I think they might even say some nasty things. So watch out for that. But, of course, this is all up to you, but I wouldn't engage with them at all. I wouldn't rise to the bait. They want to rise out of you. They want to start a connection. They want to start communication. They want attention like a child. So, I can't see why you'd want to talk to them anyway, because you have this fantastic connection here in the Ten of Cups. It's everywhere. So, don't engage with them. That's what I think anyway. The next card you have for your future is the Seven of Pentacles. This is another waiting card. And waiting's all over this reading, but it's positive waiting. It's waiting and knowing. You know this positive thing's coming. You know, this man's planted this crop, he's planted this bush, obviously it's paid off for him. So again, you know this positivity is going to come to you. And yeah, I just saw this. So, okay, I don't normally say these little silly things, but I feel a bit silly saying them actually. I don't say trivial things. I don't like to, but I am seeing something. So I'm just going to say it. Okay, if you've lost something, a small thing, it might be, I think it might be something that's flat. It doesn't have to be something that's flat, but it might be. I think it's in a car. It's in your car or it's in someone else's car. Now, it's safe there. No one's going to steal it. No one's going to take it away. It's not going to get lost. It's safe there. But if you need this thing that you've been looking for that you can't find, look either in your car or in someone else's car. Ask them where this is if you can't look in their car, and see if they can find it for you, or you look in your car. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, I hope that helps someone. Please don't laugh at me. I know that sounds really trivial. It is trivial. And I hate saying these things, but you know, I keep on thinking people are going to laugh at me if I say these little things. But yeah, I've said it. There we are. It's done. So the last card you have, your future, is the Ace of Cups. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful emotion. This sums up everything in this reading. This is 100% pure emotion on this card. This person, this beautiful love connection, I think at this time in the future they might not be around you for some reason. They have some practical things to sort out again, maybe, I think. Might be this relative or it might be work, I don't know. There's some reason why they're going to spend a bit of time away from you. Don't worry, it's okay, it's just practical. Their emotions are going to be really, really strong at this time. I'm seeing them contacting you, messages all the time, morning messages, evening messages. Their feelings are going to be overflowing like this cup for you. And I think because they won't be physically near you at this time, it's probably going to make them miss you even more, actually. There's so much overwhelming emotion in this card. And again, I don't know if you can see this. I'll move that so you can see. The emotions are creating growth. Again, I'm seeing that growth in this card. They want to grow with you. They want to build with you. That's all I'm going to say about that. This is beautiful.